Steam rises like breath from the earth. Stone meets sky in silence. Waterfalls whisper stories lost in time. Here, silence speaks louder than sound. You don't just visit this place, you feel it. The land of fire and ice. We started from Baltimore the night before and landed in a whole different world. We were descending through thick clouds into something entirely different. We chose Play Airlines since it was budget-friendly and honestly more comfortable than expected. Just over 6 hours later, we landed in Keflavík, a little after 7 a.m. Outside, a soft drizzle muted the landscape, the kind of quiet that feels intentional, like the country was whispering its welcome. Before the cafes are duty-free, Silver Sable is ready to greet you, an anti-hero from Marvel that fits right into Iceland's bold street art vibe. We stopped at Bakad, a cozy bakery right inside the airport with counters in both arrivals and departures, one of the few spots open early. After a long flight, that first sip of hot coffee and a warm, crispy croissant was exactly what we needed. One thing to keep in mind though, Iceland is the second most expensive country after Switzerland, so food costs can add up, so budgeting for food is a real part of the experience. Outside Reykjavík, public transport thins out, and honestly, driving gives you the freedom to stop wherever something pulls you in. We went with Ace Rentals just a few minutes from the airport. Right after breakfast, we called them and a shuttle showed up in no time. Paperwork was quick, done in under 10 minutes. Unless you're going off-road, standard insurance is enough. No need to upgrade. And just like that, we're off. First stop, our Airbnb in Reykjavík. Rain on the windshield. Ocean on one side. Lava fields on the other. The road to Reykjavík. It really does feel like another world. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please go ahead and subscribe now. So here's how day one shaped up. We started off in Reykjavík city. First up, Hallgrímskirkja Church. Then we hit the road heading south toward the Kleifarvatn Lake and Seltún Geothermal area in Keflavík. From there, we drove out to the bridge between continents near Hafnir. And finally, we looped back to Reykjavík for the night. As we approached Reykjavík, the rain began to ease, revealing a small but inviting skyline. Despite its size, this city is home to over 60% of Iceland's population, and the rest is spread out across quiet, remote towns around the island. After checking in, our first stop was to grab some snacks. Stores like Bonus, Kronan, and Netto are everywhere. Our first real stop, Hallgrímskirkja Church. Even from afar, it's impossible to miss. The church stands like it's been pulled up from the earth, tall, stark, and unmistakably Icelandic. Its design echoes the country's lava flows, inspired by basalt columns shaped by volcanic forces. Get up close and you will see the raw texture in every panel, like nature translated into architecture. Inside, it's simple and calm, a stark contrast to its bold exterior. The bells, the high-vaulted ceilings, and a modest altar. It was designed by Guðjón Samúelsson and took over 40 years to complete, with construction starting in 1945. There is an elevator inside that takes you to the top. Once you're up there, the whole city opens up, a patchwork of colorful rooftops below. There may be some waiting time since the max capacity is 6, but the wait is worth it. Right in front, there's a statue of Leifur Eiríksson, the Norse explorer believed to have discovered North America before Columbus. We walked across the street to Rainbow Street, or Skólavorðustigur. It's famous for its vibrant colors, local shops, and cozy cafes. You'll find everything from handmade woolwear to quirky art shops. Of course, we wouldn't leave without trying Iceland's most famous hot dog, so we headed to Bærjhins Beztu Pylsur. I tried mine with crispy onions and bromelaði. It costs around 620 krona, just a few bucks. Tastes slightly sweet, meaty, with that perfect crunch. Just the day before we arrived, the Sundhnuksgigar volcano erupted about 30 kilometers from Reykjavík. Grindavík was evacuated, the Blue Lagoon closed, but flights at Keflavík still on schedule. You can always check their site for live updates. And if lava crosses a road, Iceland's crews are fast. They usually lay down a gravel road in days, even while the ground's still cooling. We took Route 42, a quieter scenic road towards Keflavík. In early summer, the Arctic lupine blooms carpet the hills beside the highway, brightening the lava fields. Next up, Kleifarvatn Lake. Tranquil water edged by black ridges and eerily still. It's not a Game of Thrones filming spot, but it feels like one. With gravel insurance, we drove our rental close to the shore on a rough path. But the views up close are worth it. Leaving the lake, the road winds past rocky hills stacked in tier-like layers like nature's own lava amphitheater. There's a little pull-off here too, just wide enough to stop and take it all in. Now, Seltún, a kaleidoscope of mud pots, sulfur mounds, and steam vents. It's quieter and more colorful than nearby Konhover, and entirely worth the stop. From the bubbling steam at Seltún, we drove deeper into Reykjanes, where the land turned quiet and black. Then came a turnoff, easy to miss, that led us to one of the peninsula's most fascinating spots, the bridge between continents. This spot is more than just a bridge. You're literally standing between two tectonic plates. On one side, it's North America. On the other, it's Eurasia. You are entering through the Eurasian plate, and then you cross the bridge and get to the North American plate. How simple is that? It's one of the very few places in the world where the mid-Atlantic rift is visible on land. Most of it lies underwater in the Atlantic Ocean. That's what makes this bridge special. You're crossing a rift that's slowly pulling the earth apart about 2.5 centimeters every year. This was our last stop for the day, and what a way to wrap it. We drove back to Reykjavík under a midnight sun, the sky still holding on to light, and with every mile, the feelings settled in. We'd set foot onto something wild and unexpected. Day one had already delivered more than we imagined.